Let me paint a picture for you. It's been like 3 weeks. You've been inside. You don't know what to cook. You don't know how to cook. You are not eating anymore. You haven't eaten in 3 weeks because the world is on fire. It's gonna change today. We're gonna make a basic frittata. It's a small frittata. It's not like a real frittata, because frittata takes like 10 eggs. We're only gonna use 3. It's time for some eggs. Get ready for egg. Here's what you're gonna need. 3 eggs. Egg whites. If you don't have this, you can just use a 4th egg and separate the yolk, or just use the yolk. This is just a slightly lower calorie option. This is about half the calories of a full egg, so, just cut them down. Salt, pepper, a yellow onion. This is only half of one. It's just what was in my fridge. A small handful of cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, I don't know, whatever they're called. Oh my God. Something green. Baby spinach. You can also rip up some kale. Crushed red pepper. Italian seasoning. Garlic powder. Some kind of cheese. This is a shredded mozzarella. Preheat your oven to like 425 degrees. You're gonna need it later. Here's a tip for chopping onions. This part is the part that makes you cry, so avoid that as much as you can. I'll elaborate as I go. First, get this skin off. I kind of damaged my onion. It's messed up. Get this top part off. You're gonna cut the onion like this. This is the part that makes you cry, so you don't want to cut it. You want to just get the tip of your blade in there and just section it. I'm not cutting all the way down. Just like this. No, I don't have pro chef knife skills, so sorry. And then you're gonna cut horizontally to dice it like this. Oh God, it just got in my eyes. Once you've cut your onion, take your little tomatoes, cut each of them in half. Please forgive me, I didn't mention it in the ingredients, but you're just gonna need some olive oil for your pan. Like a good amount of heat, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. You're gonna need fire. If you don't have fire, you can't do this. Place your chopped onion and tomato into your medium-sized oiled pan. It's not hot yet, but it'll get hot. There's fire in there. Break up your onion into little bits, because you want it all to cook. It's gonna cook a little slow. I'm actually gonna turn my heat up a little bit. So I guess you do kind of need a slightly high heat, but you're gonna cook this for a little while. I'll come back to you when it's time to move on to the next step. So just stir this for now. While this is happening, you wanna prepare your eggs. So let's move on to these guys. What's up? Hello. Time to break. Fuck, oh no. Ideally, don't drop one of your eggs. Just keep them all intact. You need them, okay? Crack your 3 eggs into the bowl. Add a little bit of egg white to extend things, like, I don't know. You can just kind of eyeball it. To these eggs, add a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, crushed red pepper flake. There's no measurements for any of this, just a little bit of everything. Black pepper. This has been going for a couple minutes now. It's time for the next step. You want to add something green. In this case, I'm using baby spinach. Spinach shrinks a lot, so just add a big handful. That'll like practically disappear, you'll see. As I said, the spinach is small now, so we're good to add the eggs. Get everything flattened out into just a layer, kind of like this. Pour your eggs around the pan so that they cover everything. It's It's going to cook like this for a couple minutes. Wait for it to kind of solidify around the edges. At this stage, I like to add some salt, and I'm gonna sprinkle the cheese on as well. Let this cook for a bit. The edges look pretty dry. It's probably pretty well cooked on the bottom. So, oven's preheated to 425. Put the whole thing in there. I set a timer for like 6 minutes, but it's really just a reference so I know how much time has passed. This will be done when the eggs on top just look finished. So just check on it with your eyes. I don't have a time for this because I'm not very exact. Just do what you gotta do, okay? All right, good luck. Why is this thing here? Oh my god. Based on my reference timer, it's been a little over 3 minutes and that thing is looking done. If you wanna be cool, don't use an oven mitt, just use your bare hand to pull this out. It will build character. But look at this egg pancake we made. Wow. Slide it out onto a plate. Wow, look what we've done. Quick final step, I just like to add some last minute flavor. That's gonna be just some extra salt and pepper right at the end. Voila. Hey guys, I'm 3 feet tall. Thanks for joining me on this quarantine cooking video. If you make it, let me know. If you don't, thanks for watching. Do whatever you want. Just eat cereal. You don't have to cook, but it's fun. It's fun and it's not that hard, so just give it a shot. I can't believe how quiet. You were so quiet this whole time. Thank you for being so well behaved. Now that you know I'm done, you're coming to scream, aren't you? Wow.